Hi, loved ones. My name is Alyssa Hope Wagner, and this is my podcast, Faith Soaking, a prophetic mother's voice. My heart is to speak God's love and truth over you so you can live confidently in His perfect peace. I pray you join me in receiving God's best that is yours through the finished work of Jesus Christ. Be blessed. God loves to give us promises. He designed us with gifts and talents and passions that are suited for these promises. Sometimes our life experiences may try to tell us that God's promises are impossible for us. We may have a childhood and young adult lives that contradict what God sees. However, we can believe God at His word. How He sees us is more important than how the world sees us and even how we see ourselves. God's vision is based on the highest reality that is available to each of us. If we truly knew how much we would have to change in order to grasp onto His promises, we probably would never attempt our calling. God knowingly only shows us a little bit of the journey at a time. He does this for two reasons. First, we must learn to walk by faith, not sight. Trusting His word more than our reality is essential to finally walk into our promised land. Second, God doesn't want us to get intimidated by the great things He has for us. If we knew how difficult, yet how rewarding our calling would be, we may not accept it. God sees the best version of us and our lives. Many times, we must literally let go of all that we have been taught to believe about ourselves in order to chase what God says. And often, God will break us down in our current mediocre reality in order to build us back up in His new anointed reality. Much like lifting weights, we must tear our muscle fibers in order to build them. And God uses the difficulties of life to achieve this spiritual growth. As we walk with God towards our promises, we will inevitably be confronted with a choice. Will we believe God's promise over our reality? This is one of the most difficult choices we will make because it is a leap of faith. We stand on a cliff looking over an abyss. God says that our destiny is just beyond the edge. We are already uncomfortable, out in the wilderness so high above civilization, alone only with the Father guiding us. We are tired and disheartened, and we wonder if all of our steps of faith so far were done in vain. We begin to lose faith in ourselves. This is when our faith kicks in. Will we believe God at His word, despite the circumstances surrounding us, screaming otherwise? Will we take that step off the cliff into the sovereignty of God's will? Remember, loved ones, God is bigger than your situation. His word is more powerful than the waves of life. His imagination is limitless, and He envisions what you cannot fathom. He will make a way in your dry reality that no one can comprehend. At all cost, you must believe Him. Only then will the supernatural flow of God run wild in your life. Only then will the resurrection power of Jesus Christ bring to life what is dead. Your belief can and will rise above your reality, and God's mighty power and glory will be demonstrated greatly through your belief. Be blessed, loved ones.